Hello, hi. So this is a video mostly regarding my music channel, but I decided to post it here because I didn't really want to put my music stuff, or I didn't want to add, you know, anything other than music to my music channel. Just because I see my music channel almost more as like an archive, of just kind of things that I've done and completed and been happy with, and things that I feel comfortable sharing. And so I just feel like videos like this don't really work for it, I guess, because I have a main channel. I have a place to I have a better place to put it than my music channel. I digress. This is gonna be a weird one in general, for both the music and the not music. Obviously for my main channel I've been pretty inactive for a long time, which Straft was I made my Straft video 3-4 months ago or something like that, and I'm actually working on a repo video right now, and I'm still working on the next Cubes video very, very slowly. So I want to kind of go over all that stuff. I'll start with the music stuff first, since that's the reason why I'm making this video. To start off, I want to say thank you to everybody who's supported my music so far. It's been really cool, kind of seeing my community grow a lot, and seeing my musical style grow, and I've shown a couple of my friends or customers and stuff like that my music, and they seem to really like it. So it's really cool to have that community aspect, and I really have enjoyed making music, and I still want to continue trying to make music as much as I possibly can, because I think right now it's something that I found a lot of kind of meaning in, and it's also just an art form that I feel very confident in, that I feel like I can actually do pretty well. So to all the people who have checked out my music and stuff, all the people that are actually maybe even coming from my music channel to my main channel, thanks. I really appreciate it. It's been quite a ride, and I felt like I've already met a couple of really cool people that support me really well. I noticed too that Kaleidagon has exploded in popularity compared to my other songs, which is kind of surprising, but I'm happy with it. So let me talk about kind of where my music projects are at this current moment. Right now, the EP is my priority. I want to get that done. I want to get things moving on that, but things might slow down on that for at least a little while, and I might focus on some smaller projects. I'm not gonna say too much because it's my personal life, and I don't really want to tie that up with everything. But just times have changed a lot very recently, and it's kind of hard to focus on music a little bit because of it. And also, I just have a lot of stuff that I need to figure out first before continuing on this, basically just a passion project. But it's been really hard to think about that recently for a variety of reasons. Anyways, the last song for the EP is currently barely even materialized. I haven't worked on it a whole lot. I think I felt some pressure, especially because Kaleidagon has exploded in popularity, and I feel a little a little bit of pressure to follow it up and be this, here's a good finale. And I'm very happy with this body of work. It's not done yet, of course. I still gotta do this one last track. On top of that, I've got at least about 6 songs that are floating around, just kind of aimlessly. And that's kind of a part of what's going on, I think, recently, is that normally I work on one project at a time. Almost everything up until, I want to say, everything up until maybe Treg now, I've been working on I start a project and then I finish the project, right? But recently I've kind of got a bunch more ideas, so I have, not hesitated, and I've just started working on all of them. I've got a couple of tracks working on now, so my attention is getting pulled around a little bit, and just even in music world, not even for everything else. I've gotten some new gear too, so there've been like a couple of improvements in the way I kind of do things, and so theoretically things should be a lot more streamlined, but they aren't, again, because of outstanding circumstances that are preventing me from doing a lot of stuff. But rest assured, I've been recording more audio than ever. I've been trying to collect like good samples. I've been trying to, make stuff sound good, because I hold myself to a fairly high standard with what I make. I want it to sound good. Before recently, that didn't really ever put any stress on anything, and I don't really think it does even now that much. There is, like, now that I do know more about stuff, I feel like I have to maximize what I do with each project. Of course, there are a couple of ones that I don't go too hard on, like Everlasting Visage and Apron Fuels. Like, both those songs I slapped together in like a couple minutes. Sorry, I'm really, really good at getting myself off track, so just expect this to happen constantly. But yeah, for the music people who came here from my post, just know I really am working on stuff, as much as I possibly can. I've just had a really hard time focusing on one thing for a good amount of time. Normally I would sit down and work on, one song basically the entire day. But recently I've found it difficult to sit down and work on a song for like half an hour even. It's been difficult. My attention span has just been kind of messed up. And it's strange too, because that's kind of applied to a lot of stuff in my life right now. I have barely even had the attention span to look at, Instagram reels or even watch, YouTube videos in full recently. And I think part of that is due to my outstanding life circumstances right now, but I think also part of it is just I've released some pretty good songs, and so it's kind of hard to follow up with that and be like, yeah, so that expect this quality to stay consistent and fast, right? Because I think the quality hopefully will stay consistent, but it probably won't be fast. At least not at this exact point in time. The good news is that I will probably have an opportunity to kind of fix up my setup here. I'm looking at it right now. It looks like a garbage pile right now, and I need to just get it fixed, and I'm pretty much gonna have to be forced to. Hopefully that should lead to more of this coinciding music coming together. Above all else, though, I want to impress upon my music listeners that more is coming. I just am having hard times right now, and I just gotta get back kind of into the groove, I guess. With that said, on to, I guess, main channel stuff. Alright, so when it comes to my main channel, there's a lot. Actually, surprisingly, you'd be surprised considering my upload schedule has been total trash. But believe it or not, I've got many videos that I have wanted to do for a long time. Of course, you have the Cubes video. So let me explain though, first and foremost, why that is taking so long. The Cubes video was the first time I started editing something with DaVinci in a serious way. And so as I was editing it, I was trying, kind of these new strategies and techniques and trying to learn the program while I was making this video. And it ended up getting to a point where the editing style that I demonstrate towards the later half of the video does not at all seem familiar to what I have in the first half. So I've been kind of waffling on if I should just start over, because right now I'm kind of in this weird spot with it where I want to just continue and get it done, but at the same time I don't want it to give this weird dissonance in quality. I'm not really totally sure what I'm going to do about that, and I've just been thinking about that, and I've just been procrastinating like hell on it. So I will say I am getting into gaming a little bit more, which actually probably is contributing to my lack of doing anything musically right now. But maybe that'll actually get me back into this channel a little bit more, since like stuff is just sitting idle, and I could just, I don't know, sit down and release stuff. If I just, I don't know, set my mind to it for longer than 20 minutes. Other channel things, I did mention me making a repo video, and that is in the works, and that one is probably going to come out sooner rather than later. You might have seen my community post. Hopefully that should be out like within the month or something like that, but I fell into a very similar issue that I did with my cubes video. Basically, when I was making the cubes video, I made muscle memory for it, and that kind of immediately devolved in, well, not necessarily devolved, but it turned into me making music all the time, because I realized it was really fun, and that distracted me from the video, and kind of a somewhat similar thing is happening with the repo video right now. I did make a song for it, that would be Everlasting Visage. That pushed me to, I guess, work on more of the EP, and I released 2 crazy ass songs, I guess, within that time frame, so I must be doing something right. But the video like editing is totally done. It's just I literally need to put music in it. Like, I can't keep getting caught up in the cycle of making a song for a video and then the music becoming more important. Although now that I think about it, maybe that would be the best thing to do for my music people. Also, for this channel, I do want to do more than gaming. Recently, I've gotten way more into just other stuff in general, and I love gaming. I mean, I will always love gaming, but I would love to make like kind of video essay stuff, not to be a cliche, but I want to make it about like weird stuff, right? Like, not about necessarily like some politics that are relevant or whatever, because I don't care about that. Like practically documentary type stuff, except with my kind of janky presentation. But I think that would be pretty fun, and it's something that I think I would be actually more passionate doing, at least right now. And that could just be like a fun thing to kind of reinvigorate my me making content. That's most of what I have to say right now. To, I guess, part ways and leave y'all with one final thought, is time is short, it's fast, there's nothing you can do to expect it, so live and try to just do what you want to do the most, as long as you're not hurting people. Don't do that. I know right now I'm going through some tough times, but doesn't even like compare to stuff that other people are going through. So I am happy to have the privilege of having the space to even work on this kind of stuff in the first place, and I kind of wish I would have taken advantage of it more before I kind of being forced to do some stuff in my life, and take it a little bit more seriously. If it were my choice, I would go back and try to start working on music a lot earlier, and try to work on these videos, because these are things that I'm passionate about, and I really should have been pursuing them a long time ago. And I think right now I'm starting to kind of realize that, and want to do those things more. But time is just not really on my side at the moment. Hopefully, it will be in the future, the near future even. Who knows? And that's I guess that's the theme of what I'm saying here is, who knows what's gonna happen? So do it now, right? It's turned into a motivational speech, like weirdly fast. That was me just kind of explaining where I've been, and how things are going. And with that closing remark, I hope to make more stuff soon. I hope to make time to make stuff more soon. So let's make it happen, guys.